Okay, cool. All right, talk to you in a bit. Bye.
Early morning, headed to the Optic House. A lot of things are going down. We have a meeting at the Optic House. You know, one of the good things about having a house like the one that we do, you know, it's spacious enough to where you can have meetings there, just like you would bring any business, you know, potential partner to your office to, you know, to discuss it in the boardroom and have a couple of conversations. We could do the same thing at this house, and it's a little bit more relaxed, it's a little bit more laid back. The business of video games is very, very serious, but it's also nice when you can just have a pleasant, nice, laid back conversation because it's video games. We're headed to the Optic House right now because my audio guy is gonna come in because the podcast, episode 1, will be up next week. Next week, boys, okay? Either Wednesday, more than likely Wednesday, because that's the slot, the time slot that we wanted to allocate to it.
But you get when you crash it.
All right, so amazing news. Podcast ready to go. It's nice to say that out loud. Podcast ready to go. The only thing I need to do now, before the businessmen get here, is clean up my station because it looks like shit. I know Dan wanted to take a couple of pictures of it, but after Seth because it's not theirs, they're not gonna give a shit. So they left it in shambles. Let me show you. Look at this. Look at this. I don't eat Skittles. This, what is that, expires? He probably used that already. Oh, so I got this. Shure mic, SM7B. I mean, it's not as messy, but what I did notice though, and I know this is me being a pussy, is that look at this little dirt, look at that. That was never there. Look at that. Call Shazam.
Did you mean Shazam?
Yeah, girl.
Calling Shazam.
What's up?
Yo, what's up, kid?
What's up?
Was real good, cut.
Nothing much. I'm watching this game show league. Yeah, dude, let me know. I'm ready to come over whenever.
Alright, pal. I'll hit you up then.
Sounds good. Alright, take care, guys.
True.
Cool.
I cannot tell you how happy I am to have found a good Korean barbecue restaurant, like literally right next to our house. We just went in. Look at this guy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Woo! Good dinner. I have to head home. Well, I gotta go drop him off first. Then I have to get home. Then I have to get ready. Then I have to go to dinner. To give you a little bit of a time frame of what's about to be happening, I just ate. It is 4 o'clock. Just finished eating. In 3 hours, I'm having dinner with. I'm having a business dinner with these guys, and I heard it's disrespectful to not eat, you know, while they're eating. So I'm gonna have to eat again, and I'll do it because I love my business. Okay. So I will eat again in 3 hours. Because I'm down for mines, kid. I'm down for mines. Was that your first time having Korean?
Yeah, I think I had some like a long time ago, but I don't remember it, so yeah.
I think I like this place better because they don't make you, like, usually you cook your own, like, stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, in this place, they cooked for you. Then they brought the dinner out, right? Which I like because if I wanted to cook, I would have stayed home and cooked my own damn thing. Like, what are they gonna do next? Make me pick up and then go in the back and wash the dishes too? And then pay them for do that? Do I get to tip myself? Do I tip myself at that point?
I think you do.
Fuck. But yeah, 2 thumbs up. It was called what was it called? Korean barbecue? I think the name of the name of the Korean barbecue restaurant, believe it or not, was Korean Barbecue. Headed over to Chicago, the beautiful, beautiful city of Chicago. And I say that, and I don't know if I've said this before, but it feels like I always have to make this disclaimer that I'm not being biased because I'm from the area. I'm not from Chicago, I'm from the suburbs. And I only go to Chicago when I have meetings, and sometimes when there's a basketball game, or sometimes when I'm giving somebody a tour. But for me to go to Chicago and hang out, that's not something that I do, okay? I visit Chicago as often as I visit London, as often as I visit, well, maybe, you know, around the same times, right? Like, I'll go to Chicago maybe 3 times a year just to hang out. It's the same way with London. I visit London twice a year. I visit, you know, and it's not visiting, right? It's actually for work. But you know what I'm saying. I think I've enjoyed London more than I have my own city, even though it's not my city, but you know what I'm saying. There are some cities in the world on the internet that make me say, ooh, this city may be prettier than, you know, Chicago. Chicago's a beautiful, beautiful city. Beautiful city, okay? Seattle is amazingly beautiful. Amazingly beautiful. I'm talking about from both the mountains, the trees, and the sky, and the skyline, right? The skyline is always a good determining factor on whether or not a city is beautiful.
You know it? Do you know it? Do you know it?
Struggle, make it happen, chasing this thing they call rapping, living my life, I'm Mike in fear of being has-been, speaking with passion, you can only hear, and when I'm in this state of mind, the rest of the world disappears, continue making my life struggle through calamity, in that time my friends are proving they are family, standing behind me 100%, giving me advice, like I was the president, I set the bar on precedent, I'm gonna make it worth their time, I really hope they feel what I'm speaking in this rhyme, one take is all it took to write the truth, hoping I'm influencing a piece of the youth, part in mind, I really need to get that off my chest.
Alright, just got to Rush. What's this called? Tavern on Rush. Tavern on Rush. We're about to have dinner. I'm not going to bring you guys along. I will take a picture here and there, but that's going to be my night, alright? Maybe.
Do you have a skinny app?
Start with the I'm completely stuffed.
You'd to drink that whole thing out.
I didn't even finish my food.
You'd to
There's
drink
always.
the whole drink.
And learn from me. Do as I say, not do. There's always room for desserts.
Do you know it? Do you know it? Do you know it?
What the? Woo! Woo-hoo! Look, bottom line is this, boys. Remember this. Right now, I just smell like it smells like a fart, but I didn't fart. I'm the only one in the car, which means, scientifically, that the engine is the one that's creating those farts. So, next time that you have a passenger in the car and you smell the little funk, give them the benefit of the doubt that they did indeed not fart. Okay? Because if you didn't do it and they're saying they didn't do it, guess what? Your car did it. The problem lies with whether or not they're going to believe you on whether or not you did or didn't. Either way, just got off the business dinner. I got to tell you, it's exciting times. Exciting times ahead for the boys in Optic. You know, it's another good night. Yesterday was amazing. We got one, the podcast finalized. 2, well, and when I say finalized, I mean,
bear left and continue following I-90 West.
Thank you. Like, obviously, considering the fact that what I'm saying is that last night we got all of the equipment that we needed to make the podcast happen. This morning, my friend from Chicago came through and hooked it all up, as you guys saw earlier. Hooked it all up. We did the tests. Hitch and I did a couple of tests. The audio sounds amazing. So podcast starting next week, Wednesday. Okay, it's the first time that it's gonna go live. I've been debating on whether or not I want to make this a live event. All right, so I sat down with the boys. I talked about it, and I said to myself, you know what? If you make it live, you run into a lot of, issues sometimes, right? So whether you're being DDoSed or somebody can't connect, connectivity problems, in the format in which I want to do it, where it's me sitting at my desk having a regular casual conversation with the guy sitting on the couch, I think that this is going to be a little bit better. I mean, I think the format itself is going to be really cool. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for next week. We're going to record on Mondays, so we can talk about the week before. It's not going to be a gaming podcast, although it will have some gaming elements. Obviously, it's going to be done by us, not the gaming. We play video games, but it's going to be everything. Deciding on whether or not it's going to be a no holds bar, say what you want, or if we want to clean it up just a tiny little bit to make it good. So it's going to go up on YouTube, Optic Nation. Okay, and then on top of that, it's also going to be on iTunes. These are all things that I have to figure out by next week, Wednesday. Okay, so we have a very exciting time ahead of us. What's today? Today's the 4th. We are 5 days away from me turning 36. My mom usually makes me mole. It's a dish. I'll actually bring you guys along with me. As I continue to do these vlogs, I start to get a little bit more used to the fact that this is now part of my everyday life, right? Bringing you guys along, and that's cool as shit. You guys don't even know. I was at dinner, I pulled out my camera in front of whoever I was with, and they just got it, right? They knew what I was doing, so they were okay with it. I didn't feel like a weirdo anymore. But anyway, I'm rambling on, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys right now. I'm gonna tell you guys to please remember to not leave without leaving a like. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the support that I've been getting on the vlog. I didn't think, for the longest time I didn't upload it because I didn't think that there would be the interest for it. But now that we're here, boy, we're gonna keep on going. Anyway, that's gonna be that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bad time. I don't know if it's the same time, but I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow. Good night.
I speak on it, it's a struggle of mine, trying to compete what's left, never falling behind. I put my all in it, like I made it twitch a bit, but these numbers don't add up, like I don't know arithmetic. If passion could be my bill, I'd be set for life, for my kids, and even the future wife. But that's not reality, dream is just a fallacy. But I tell you one thing, music has immortality. It seems far-fetched, nothing can last forever. Into my own bloodline, I send you this letter. Put everything you got and everything you do. Some never forgot the accolades of speaking through. I'm taking my time.